Hey yeah people, welcome back for another React Native tutorial. So today we'll be talking about some components in React Native which are mostly used inside our applications. These are the list view type of components. The name is FlatList and SectionList. As the name suggests, SectionList basically renders some information inside different sections, but a FlatList doesn't renders them into sections. They renders it the way it is presented to it. So let's get started. In this video, I'll be talking about using FlatList. The section list is nothing much more than that. Let's get started with our FlatList. First of all, we need to import our component FlatList from React Native. FlatList. Now, let's say we add our FlatList component inside our applications view. Now, as you know, we only have to return one view, so we need to embed our FlatList component inside that view. So there are some required properties for FlatList component to work. They are data. Let me give the data. We'll define the data in the state, and another one is render item. I'll talk to you about these two just in a minute. Let's call this dot render item function, which we'll be building right now. So first of all, let's get started and say what the data will be. So a FlatList component takes in data which is a plain array, so that it is easier for the component to render the information. So let's get started and make our array. So this is an array. Also, we need to define some function, that is the render function, the render item. Let's create our render item function like this, like so. So the render item function takes in two arguments. First one is the item itself, and the second one is the index of that item. Let's say we have an array of some objects. Let's create some object with a key. So now the key inside our FlatList is very important, because the render item function itself looks for the key property for our data that we have given inside it. Render item looks for a key property. So let's define our key property to be 1, name to be Joslo. Let it be Jolo. Let us all make some more data. Let's copy it further a little more times. Let's change the key, because the same key will give us an error. Let's change the name as well. It's Hika. I don't know what these names are, I'm just typing them. Lomi, you might be laughing. Goody, PP, alright. And Ani, let's say to be Athena. Let's say it's Athena. I kind of like this name, Athena. Alright, so we have our key defined and the name property. Alright, so now in this render item we need something to return. Let's make a view. Alright, we have a view, and inside that view I have a text in which I will decide to show the name. We can also show some ID. Let's say we will show the key ID or the key inside our text component. Key is name item. So now our function is ready. But there is one mistake, we did not return anything, so we have to return our component. Let's return let's return our component. So now like that. Also let's add some styles so that we can distinguish between them. Let's add some margin of 10, background color to be near about white. Oh, it's 240. Alright, and let's also add some padding to it to make it look really nice. The color should be black. Color black. Alright, let's see how our list looks like. So here we go. We have our list: first, second, third, fourth, up till 7th, which is the key, and then the name. So I hope you know how to use React Native FlatList component. Another thing that I want to tell you is that you do not need a key for each and every object that you pass to it if you have a key extractor. Let's make a key extractor. Key extractor. It's also a function which takes in index, which takes in the item index and returns a key or the ID. Let's start. So our key extractor function takes in the arguments of an item and the index, and then it returns the item. Let us return the item.id. So now if you can see, our data state, the data arrow does not have any ID related to it, so it should throw a warning to us. Let's save it. Let's see it. So as you can see, there is a warning which reads each child in an array or iterator should have a unique key prop. So in the key extractor, we have defined the key to be ID, and there is no ID itself. So that's why there's a warning that we get. So we can add an ID to it. Let's change the key to be the ID. Here so. As this, also we need to change the item.id. Now we have saved it. Now we have saved it. Now let's reload our application. Now there's no warning because the key for our FlatList is the ID, and the ID is defined for each and every object inside our array. So now this is how you work with your FlatList, your list component inside React Native. I hope you enjoyed. The section list is not much of a, there's not much of a difference with the section list. You only need to give another prop inside here which tells what are the sections for each and every item to render into. So I hope to see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. Bye bye.